Today we're gonna talk about expressions of future. This is an interesting topic, so pay attention and I hope you like it. Future simple is used for actions decided at the moment of the speech. For example, I will eat a cake with my friends next weekend. For promises, predictions without evidence. It will rain tomorrow. Prediction, I will help you with your homework. Promise. It's There is also to be plus going to. It's used for plans already decided, for predictions with evidence. For example, I'm going to travel next summer. Look at those clouds, it's going to rain. Is a prediction with evidence. There is the affirmative form, negative form, and the interrogative form. Well, I will go to La Paz on summer. I will not go to La Paz on summer. Will I go to La Paz on summer? Now with going to. I'm going to visit my brother's house next weekend. Affirmative form. I'm not going to visit my brother's house next weekend. Am I going to visit my brother's house next weekend? This is how to form the affirmative, the negative, and the interrogative form. Also use the future continuous to express future. We're going to start with the functions of this tense. First, to express actions in progress at a specific time in the future. For example, at 8 p.m. I will be watching a movie. Tomorrow at this time they will be driving to the beach. Second function, to refer to actions that are happening now and expected to continue in the future. For example, people will be working from home in the coming years. The sun will be shining when we get there. To describe interrupted actions in the future. For example, when you call me, I will be studying. When she arrives, we will be having dinner. There is the affirmative form, the negative form, and the interrogative form, like these examples. Now the future perfect is used to talk about an action that will finish before a certain time in the future. For example, by 10 a.m. I will have finished my exam. She will have left by the time you arrive. To talk about an action that will be completed before another event takes place. For example, they will have built the fridge before the rainy season starts. We will have graduated before his sister entered university. To express conviction that something happened in the near past. For example, the package will have arrived by now. We will have taken the medicine already. There is the affirmative form, the negative form, and the interrogative form. For example, in the affirmative form, it's the subject plus will plus have plus the main verb in past participle. For example, I will have finished the report by Friday. And in the negative form, we just add not. And in the interrogative form, we put will at the beginning of the sentence and add the question mark at the end. We also can use modal verbs to express the future. For example, must, had, better, that it's an expression. Ought to, should, can, may, might, and could. To express the future, it depends on the level of certainty and uncertainty. That's the reason that in this list, the modal verb with most certainty is must, and with the less uncertainty is could. So we're gonna start with must. The structure of this verb is must plus a verb in base form. For example, it's used to express a strong obligation or certainty about the future. For example, you must submit the report by Friday. She must be here by now. Now had better, it's an expression. It's used to give advice, but it's more stronger than should or ought to. Is traduced like más te vale. For example, you had better study for your exams. She had better call her mom. Ought to it's used to express also an advice, but it's more stronger than should. For example, should can be used to indicate an obligation, but also to give advice or suggestion. Ought to is usually used to express a moral obligation or duty. For example, you ought to go to the doctor, with should the train should arrive at 9 p.m. Can is used to talk about general possibility or ability in the future. For example, we can meet after work tomorrow, or I can finish this by next week. May and might. The structure is the modal verb plus a verb in base form. It's used to express possibility but not certainty. For example, I may go to the party tomorrow. It may snow next week. Might is sadly less certain than may. May express probability and might possibility. I think it's a little difficult. Could. The structure is plus a verb in base form. Used to talk about future possibility, more neutral or speculative. For example, we could win the game if we try hard. She could be late. Thank you for paying attention. This is all for today. I think this topic can be a little difficult, but I try my best to explain it. So thank you for watching.